The stage was dimly lit, and the air was thick with the smell of sweat and cigarette smoke. The sound of drums echoed throughout the room, with the bass guitar vibrating through my bones. I was lost in the music, my body swaying to the rhythm. That's when I saw him. He was standing near the back of the crowd, his fingers moving effortlessly over the guitar strings. He had a perfectly edged dark afro with big, beautiful brown eyes and a mischievous grin that made my heart skip a beat. As the band finished their set, he walked towards me, holding his guitar, and said, "I couldn't help but notice you in the crowd." His voice smooth like honey. "Would you like to get a drink with me?" I hesitated for a moment, but then I found myself nodding. We made our way to the bar, the smell of alcohol mixing with the scent of his cologne. We talked about our favorite music and shared stories about our lives. I felt like I had known him for years. As the night wore on, the bar began to empty out. He leaned in close to me, his breath hot against my ear. "Do you want to come back to my place?" he whispered. Without hesitation, I took his hand and followed him out of the bar. We walked for a few blocks until we reached a building with a red door. He led me up a flight of stairs and into his apartment. The room was dimly lit, with the only source of light coming from a lamp in the corner. He poured us both a drink and put on a record. The music filled the room, the smooth voice of a jazz singer enveloping us. He moved closer to me, his hands on my waist. I looked up at him. The heat between us was palpable. Our lips met, his mouth soft against mine. We moved in perfect harmony, our bodies pressing together. As the night wore on, we fell into each other's arms, the music a soundtrack to our passion. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of him playing guitar. He was sitting on the edge of the bed, strumming a melody that made my heart ache. We spent the day together exploring the city and talking about our hopes and dreams. I felt like I had found someone who truly understood me. But as the sun began to set, reality set in. He had a show to play that night, and I had to go back to my own life. We exchanged numbers, but I knew deep down that this was just a temporary thing. We were two ships passing in the night, brought together by our love of music. But for that one night, we had shared something special. As I walked away, the sound of his guitar still ringing in my ears, I knew that I would always remember him. He was the music of love, and I would carry him with me always.